Back to our all-night movie now. It's brought to you tonight and every night by the gang act.
Calvin Feebash Studeville. Feebash, save your cash. Come on down. Come on down.
Yeah, come on down to Calvin Feebash Studeville, located at
167342 Peter Bruegel Boulevard in Montmorency.
Or call us at
9:30.
Telephone number. Get the telephone number.
86 look or something.
Right. And when you do come down to see us at Feebash in person, no matter what you do, be sure to ask, especially for
a car.
We got sunlight on the sand, we got moonlight on the sea, we got mangoes and bananas you can pick right off a tree. We got volleyball and ping pong and a lot of dandy games. What ain't we got? We ain't got dames. We get packages from home, we get movies, we got shows, we get speeches from our skipper and advice from Tokyo Road. We get letters doused with perfume, we get dizzy from the smell. What don't we get? You know darn well.
We got nothing to put on a clean white suit for.
What we need, there ain't no substitute for. There ain't nothing like a dame. Nothing in the world. There is nothing you can name that is anything like a dame.
Ah, there's nothing like a dame, I know. I tried going out with other things. But it didn't work. You know, I'll never forget my first date. Black, wavy hair, great body, exciting personality, a luscious smile. And the girl wasn't too bad either. No, she was gorgeous, really. She would have won the Miss America contest hands down. But she kind of walked funny, hands down. She's a wild chick. You know, in those days, I used to run around with Sinatra a little bit. And Frank and I would chase after the girls, and he got most of them anyway. He was a lousy lover, but a great runner. Oh, yes. I had a girl for every day in the week. 8 girls a week is a lot. And as you can see, I had no time for school. When I was dating, I didn't have a car. We were too poor. So when I went out with a girl, I kind of borrowed my father's hubcaps. But I didn't care. Until I was 25, I only went out with blondes in those days. I really had a lot of fun. But of all the dames I ever met, I ever went with, there was only one. I'll never forget Sylvia. She owes me money. She's the best-looking bookie in South Philadelphia.
We get lonely, we get long for the fair and gentle sex.
We would like to feel the feeling of some arms around our necks.
We feel hungry as a wolf at when he met Red Riding Hood. What don't we feel? We don't feel good.
Lots of things in life are beautiful, but
there is one particular thing that is nothing whatsoever in any way, shape, or form like any I never did too well with girls myself. I was kind of shy. I thought I wasn't worthy of a girl. Maybe it was because I didn't have a profession like other guys. Engineer, doctor. I was an arrowsmith. When it came to girls, I guess I've been shy since I was about 16. So, including now, I must be shy about 200 girls. I really wasn't like the other fellas in my neighborhood. They would call a girl on the phone. They'd talk to her for hours. I'd sit and wait for a girl to call me. And one day my father said,
George, nobody's gonna call. We don't have a phone, boy.
I didn't go with girls. I spent most of my time in the movies. Saw King Kong 25 times. It's because I was in love with Fay Wray. I was looking for a girl I could hold in one hand. When it comes to women, I have kind of bad luck. I was the only guy on the block who got mononucleosis without kissing anyone. They used to kick sand in my face. We lived 8 miles from the beach. I'm not just a ladies' man. In fact, my mother wouldn't even kiss me goodnight unless I took her to dinner and a show. But then I guess they don't make girls like they used to. Their mystery's gone. The girls are topless today. They wear miniskirts. You can almost guess the ending.
There is nothing in the world, nothing in the world. There is nothing you can name that anything like a dame.
Dames. You know what a dame is? That's the girl you run around with until you get married. Then you stop seeing her because she's your wife. I'll never forget the first time I kissed a girl. She had buck teeth. After that first kiss, I had a nose job. When I was 16, I fell in love. Her name was Cynthia. She was very beautiful, but she had a certain something. I think it was a rich father. We used to go everywhere together. Movies, parties, dances. But I never kissed her goodnight. I figured, why spoil a good thing, right? Her skin gave me the idea of being a drummer. Dames are funny. Think about that. Dames are funny, especially the kind I get. Whee! I'll never forget my first date. It was in a Chinese restaurant, and the cookie I was with ate like I had a fortune. Oh, I was quite a wolf in those days, folks. And I wasn't half as attractive then as I am now. You may laugh anytime you wish. I used to make 3 or 4 dates in one evening. Psychiatrists told me it was because I was insecure. Can you imagine the traffic if I was secure? But the big love of my life was Mildred. Mildred used to wear tight sweaters to school. I was very good in arithmetic. Think about that. And then there was the never-to-be-forgotten Laura. Laura was like Jane Mansfield, Elizabeth Taylor, and Sophia Loren all rolled into one. I never could figure out how she drowned. But don't get me wrong, I love women whenever I can. There are no books like a dame,
And nothing looks like a dame. There are no drinks like a dame. And nothing thinks like a dame. And nothing acts like a dame. Or attracts like a dame. There ain't a thing that's wrong with any man here that can't be cured by putting him near a girly, womanly, female, feminine. There ain't nothing like a dame. Wa-da-da-da-da-da. Wah! George, another show, another dollar.
You got paid? How did we get a check yet?
Well, here it is, 8:30, and we'd like to reiterate, next week we've got another date, 'cause we love being here with you.
Tonight, Away We Go has been brought to you by New Denture Cream, the special denture